Hello and welcome everyone to the Titans of Alterra, a 5th edition actual play podcast for gamers of all ages. I'm your host and Dungeon Master Joshua. Going around the table, we have
Joan,
Dalfin,
Winnie,
Detective Relnor.
All right, and we are at the abandoned cellar where Joan just noticed Podge in resplendent armor.
I knew it.
No, you didn't. You're not there.
Wait, he's evil?
Does not win.
Outside-
Aaron, not win.
Outside the cellar with several dwarf guards holding torches. And he's trying to figure out how to open the...
right before you
door.
cut, I said we need to hide.
Yes, so you got... Relnor, are you going to hide? All right, roll me a stealth check, Joan. Relnor, you can roll me.
What?
If you choose to hide, you're going to have to roll with disadvantage because you're taking too long.
I crit
What's
It doesn't matter.
Oh no.
Yeah, so what is the layout of the room? We haven't actually talked about that much. So, like, I mean, is there
What do you-
places to hide,
Yes.
or is there?
Yes.
Like under the stairs, behind boxes
imagine
and
some.
cartons, barrels,
I'm
bags of flour.
just gonna go up to the door, and I'm gonna open it.
All right, so...
And you get mad at Ricky.
you open the door and...
But I'm
there's-
gonna kind of leave it. So let me explain how I'm opening the door, because I pictured it in my mind this way, but I didn't say it. So
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna draw my hand crossbow in my left hand
Okay.
and hold it kind of down by my leg.
Is Relnor left-handed?
Oh,
Will you have disadvantage with your offhand?
is Relnor left-handed?
He's never thought about this.
I've not thought about
Shh,
that.
Everyone be quiet so he can think about it.
Okay, I need a pros and cons list.
Flip a coin. Left-handed people are
Um,
awesome. At the end.
No. He's right-handed. Right hand is fine. So I draw my hand crossbow with my right hand.
Mm-hmm.
I have it kind of down by my leg, and then I'm going to go stand by the side, like right where the door opens up. So that the crossbow and my leg are behind the wall.
It's
behind
a
the
cellar.
door frame.
It's a cellar door. There's no wall and door frame. You're talking about like
It's
a-
right
Oh,
above
it's
the
like a
head.
trap
an
door.
angle
yeah
or
to
something?
stairs, and so there's walls, stairs, and cellar door. There's no real like wall to
It's
hide.
at like a 35.
The
degree
wall you
angle or
would hide
something?
behind is down the stairs. Does that make sense? If you open the cellar door, you're going to be on steps looking up
You're gonna be
at the entrance.
You're gonna be a detective fish in a barrel.
Perfect. I'm going to leave my crossbow holstered, and I'm going to grab a bag of flour, and I'm going to start walking to the cellar door. I'm going to say, coming, hold on. Almost there.
Nice.
As you're walking up the steps, Podge picks the lock and opens it.
That's right. He's good at
Okay.
lockpicking.
Yeah. and he opens the door, and you can see several crossbows kind of from the dwarves around it start pointing them in. But then Podge sees you.
Yep.
And he has a shocked expression on his
And
face.
I'm going to, before he can do anything, I'm going to say, oh, hello there. Just getting some flour for the bakery.
And
Can I help you?
He puts his hand up to
Oh,
stop
nice.
the dwarves from shooting.
That was clever.
He goes, Relnor?
Podge?
What are you doing down here?
I thought I was clear about that.
Is-
Getting flour for the bakery.
Is Winnie with you?
Yes, but also no.
I go, she's out for the moment.
She's in town with us, yes. She's not here right now.
Who else is down here?
Just me.
I believe you remember Joan.
Joan, come out, please.
I'm right here.
Up the stairs.
Oh, okay. And I come up the stairs. Sorry. Didn't understand.
I have to search the cellar.
Oh.
I hope Davi hasn't gotten to you before me.
Is Davi here?
Roll me
Nice.
a deception.
Is that a thing? Is deception a thing?
Yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah,
and it's
I've
against
used it.
his insight, and he rolled a
I've
16.
used it.
My character's so honest. He didn't even know that was an option.
By the way,
That's
you
pretty
can always, if you're curious if someone's lying, you can always check their intent
Yeah.
with an insight.
I did know that.
We have.
Okay, what'd you
before.
roll?
What are you talking about?
What did you roll?
She hasn't rolled yet.
I rolled a dice.
She rolled 13.
13?
+1.
Okay, well, he rolled a 16, so he doesn't believe you, and he says, Joan, I need you to be honest with me.
We came to Alestria because we heard you and Davi were here, and we've been looking for both of you.
Whatever Davi's told you, it's a lie.
She
And-
hasn't said anything about you. We
Not
came
about me.
to find her.
Not about me, about the White Order and the dwarves.
I personally hate this plot line. Continue.
The
He
knowledge,
should have been here for the
moral
autopsy.
quandary.
the knowledge that we have about the White Order is not from Davi. They're talking about you all over the kingdom of Altera.
I'm not the White Order, Joan.
What are
I
you?
look at his clothes.
I'll explain, but we have to find her. I'm sorry. We know that she's come back to this location. She's been all over the city.
Okay.
When can we talk?
Do you want us to wait?
Yes, stay here.
Are
And
you
He kind of
taking
gestures to
us-
some of the
are you
dwarves to kind of
taking
make
us
sure that
captive?
there's no way around. I'm not taking you captive, but I have to take you back.
That sounds like captive, Podge.
I can't be certain that you're being honest with me, and if she's gotten to you and you're believing the lies that they're telling, I can't trust that you'll act on the right information.
You said there's 2 dwarves?
No.
No.
There's a
Damn.
whole mess of them, dude.
There's a group of dwarves.
Mm.
How
How many?
Let's say 12.
Not yet.
Hmm.
Not yet. Not yet.
And he sends
Not
he
yet.
sends 3 of them in to
His
the.
inner Dalfin is.
He sends 3 of them into the cellar, and
Hmm.
and then you hear Davi kind of as he's getting ready to send some in. You hear Davi say up from there. She goes.
You guys can talk telepathically too. Just
Uh,
FYI.
We can, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She says, Podge, you're wrong. And he kind of gets
Oh no!
like, an angry expression.
I
on
didn't know
his
she was
face.
still there.
And he says, enough with your lies, Davi. I'm done. And he commands him to bind her. And as she kind of walks forward and without fighting,
She didn't
The-
hide?
it didn't matter.
She
They
just
found
called out, yeah.
they found her. So she came out and they kind of they cuff her wrists.
Can I telepathically message Winnie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're all connected.
I tell
There's no
her
limit to the range.
that Podge is with the White Order.
I immediately cast sending.
They're taking Davi.
I immediately cast sending to Podge.
What do you say?
Podge, it's Winnie. What are you doing? Stop.
He kind of puts his hand to his head where you guys are at, and he says this out
And
loud.
then before I hang up, I go, "This isn't right."
He says this out loud, and he goes, "This is all wrong. Please stop what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing." And
You don't know what you're doing.
None of us know what we're doing.
And
That's
he-
why it's called life.
he looks at Joan and Relnor as they're kind of bringing Davi up. Goes, "Did she tell you that they surrendered the city before Rain and her army attacked them? The dwarves were coming in peacefully. The 4 of the 7 council members agreed to give them ownership of the kingdom. And Rain, Sirius, and Pulpit disagreed.
Who's Pulpit?
He's the counselor in charge of the District of Law.
Fitting name.
Yeah, I was gonna say, apt.
Easy to remember.
Hint
The
for your
face.
quiz later.
Uh,
I'm not there right now.
Also, the Red Bull.
It is. I haven't opened that one. 'cause I'm trying to get through without it.
I need you to trust me. What she's doing is wrong.
How?
How?
How do we know to trust you?
I'm pretty sure everything that
Have I lied to you?
She hasn't lied to us.
Did she tell you that this is a siege? That this is an occupation? It's not.
Those are semantics. Subjective point of view.
They're not
Tell
subjective.
him, Joan.
A siege
Tell him, Joan.
or a, what's the word that she used? Somebody help me.
Occupation?
No. It had a positive connotation. Resistance. What's the difference? They're the same things. It just depends on which side you're on.
They're not on the side of the law. We were there.
How do you
Joan.
know that the law is right?
I would expect a cleric of knowledge to be better at understanding these things.
Hey, I am great at understanding things.
Then
I
tell
would
me this.
expect.
If 4 of the 7 merchants overrule the 3 of them,
That's just popular opinion. That doesn't mean that it's
it's not popular
the right
opinion.
thing to do.
They're the rulers of the kingdom.
Doesn't mean that they're good people. This is subjective, and we will form our own opinions. Thank you.
And dwarves, unprepared to be fought, are entering a kingdom. Unbeknownst to them, they're the guards that are opening the gates for them, then attack them.
Aren't you with dwarves right now?
Yes,
The good dwarves?
they're people, Joan. They're not all bad. They're not all good.
But they attacked this city and took over it.
They were welcomed into this city
And took over it.
and then attacked.
Yeah, and now you're in cahoots with them.
And now they've enforced curfews and all sorts of like closed down certain districts and all this crap.
They would never have done any of that if the people hadn't, if Rain and Sirius hadn't leveraged the farmers and her soldiers to attack them.
Who does the White Order serve?
Who do they serve? The Lord of Light.
Ah, the one that's creating all the Titans
No,
and unleashing them on the...
no. What evidence do you have that he's creating Titans?
Well, quite a bit, actually.
Oh, who told you this, Davi?
Winnie.
Yeah, that's right.
So do you not trust Winnie? I thought she was your best friend.
I got it from the source.
Considering how many Titans we fought and defeated, I feel like if anybody's the expert on it, it's us.
Winnie's my friend. You're my friends. But I'm done following Winnie, following Harris, following Michael, following Davi. The
Now I'm
Lord,
following the White Order.
Yeah.
the
So I will follow
Lord of
someone else.
Light told me I could be more.
Yeah, I told Winnie the same thing.
She
He
was
was-
strong enough to refuse him.
Mic drop.
Eric just made the mic drop.
Bind
motion.
them.
Joan is roboting as they she's doing the robot.
So
and she was
the
like, "Wee!"
dwarves
thing
are going
with
to
her arm.
lock you guys' wrists in chains.
When they try and grab my right hand, I do
and
that.
they're going to
"Wee!"
remove
thing.
your weapons.
Joan and Relnor have 0 chill today.
Telepathically
So
to
annoyed.
Dalfin and Winnie, I'm going to say, hey, we might need a little help at some point.
I say, remember how they were capturing
where
Davi?
am
Now
I
they've
at this time?
captured us.
So,
Look, just
all the
don't
chaos
get
with the horses
killed.
is what's going on.
Okay.
So,
I go, Kentuck!
Okay. Oh, he's
Can't talk on a stem
the
of
chaos
horse.
with the
you
horses
just
are
don't
going on.
have to say anything.
Wait, what?
In my brain, I go, Kentuck!
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll as they're kind of carting you guys off, we'll jump back to Dalfin in the
We're sorry. Dalfin cannot
Keep.
take your call right now.
Dalfin.
I'm sorry. Delphin! Is not
Um,
available at the moment.
You are.
I'm currently on the other line or stabbing a horse.
Please leave a message, and if I listen to it, maybe I'll get back to you, but I'm not really sure.
Please leave a message for
Dalvin!
Oh my god.
You are, as many halflings are, lucky because while the procession's going on, there's really nobody in this main hall of the keep.
Oh, yeah, so I find a hiding spot or shadows or something.
So you have a big white cloth
Yep.
draped around you, and you're looking at like kind of a big entryway. There are staircases kind of curling up around
And I
either
see-
side down the
I
way.
assume most of the decor is of a white nature as well.
No,
now.
this is the keep. It was the home of the queen.
Yes, but
so
it's now occupied by the White Order.
yeah, but I wouldn't say that they've really like spent a lot of time redecorating
Oh, okay.
as much as they're just using
Not
it.
into feng shui. are they?
So there are staircases leading up to the right or the left, leading up to a hallway that seems to kind of go left and right up on the second floor, but there's a doorway underneath them that leads into another room
Okay.
that is closed.
I'm fairly exposed right now.
Very exposed.
Okay.
There's some pillars in this kind of main hall, and there's art on the walls, drapery.
Okay. I'm gonna maintain the white blanket for now, like over
Okay.
my cloak, because if I am spotted, that way, I can if I get out of sight, stash it, and then I still won't be recognizable.
Sure.
Okay, so, and I'm just looking at stuff. Like
Okay. What are you looking for?
well, I'm just saying, like, I'm not certain why I'm there. I'm just gathering intel, right?
Yeah.
So in my brain, I'm like, usually the important stuff is higher up.
Okay.
So like, you know what I
That's
mean?
pretty
Like,
good, actually.
like, so I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Okay. Which one?
Right. side.
Okay. So you go up the right side. I'm assuming that means you want to go down the right way of the hallway.
No,
No.
I want to look.
Okay. So you get up the right stairs.
I'm being stealthy, by the way, this whole time.
Okay. You're looking left and right. You can see there are some doors along the back end of the wall you're facing of that hallway. Do you go right or you go left?
I'm gonna go right.
Okay, you go right. As you're going right, there are some doors on your left, but down the hall you do see an opening to a stairwell that has some windows along it.
Okay, I do that.
Okay, you go down.
Yeah.
You go up the stairs. How high are you wanting to go? As high as the stairs go?
Tippy top top.
Tippy top.
Yeah.
Okay. You go up the flight of stairs, passing several different rooms and hallways.
Or any doors that maybe look ornate or have any kind of like special markings.
Everything's ornate.
But I mean, like, especially.
Roll me a investigation, I guess.
Are there any ornate doors? All of them. Are there any more ornate
Well, I'm looking for
doors?
anything that would distinguish itself from everything else.
The most
I'm
ornate
looking for
doors.
anything that stands out.
The most ornate doors would have been the ones at the end of the hall
Okay, cool.
that you first
Uh,
entered.
19.
19.
Yeah.
Okay. You notice that all of the doors are more or less
And
the
there's
same.
no other guards in here that I'm passing or anything like that? Or?
Not right now.
Okay, cool. Then I keep going.
Okay. Eventually, you reach the top, which is just a kind of small landing place with
How
a
many
window.
floors am I up right now, by the way?
Probably like 6.
6 stories?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool.
And so you're at the top of like what would be like a little spire,
Yeah,
and you can kind of look out, and it's a small room
okay,
with like some storage.
yeah. I'm going to rifle through the storage.
What are you looking for?
Anything inside those boxes. I literally, I have no point except to gather information. So I'm just looking at things.
Okay.
Like-
Yeah, there's some basic like
It's like stores and wares.
cleaning equipment, nothing of note really.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll go back down to one of the other rooms. Maybe the
Okay.
5th floor.
5th floor?
Start looking indoors or like peeking slowly.
Okay, so you open that door and it opens up to another hallway,
Ooh.
but this one's a little bigger
Yeah.
and has some kind of some furniture kind of within it.
Oh, nice.
There are several other doors now. I'm gonna say like you can see 3 doors.
Okay.
And one of them is a double door. The other 2 are smaller.
Ooh, I want to go to the double door.
Okay.
That's different.
It's doubly enticing.
It really is, actually.
Twice as good.
All right.
So I'm going to sneak stealthily up to that. And all the doors are closed, right? Like
Mhm.
nothing's. So if there's anybody in there, I would see them in the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay.
There aren't any buddies in this.
But I'm saying if anyone had a vantage point on me, I'd like to know. You know what I mean? Like if I run by a door that's open, someone could spot me
Right,
without me
right.
seeing them. So yeah, I go over to the big door.
'Kay.
And I listen.
Roll me a perception check.
All right. I'm gonna use a luck point.
Is that 3 already?
No, just 2.
Because you rolled a
It's
crit
not
fail.
good, but no,
Yeah,
I rolled a 2
No,
plus 2, which is 4.
before.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
Saved you a luck
That's
point.
right. 9,
Right.
unfortunately.
9.
is my
You
best
don't
roll.
hear anything.
Okay, cool.
Sounds like an empty room.
Cool. And it's nighttime, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to.
But there are like little
yeah,
like
there's light,
sconces.
yes,
yeah.
I'm just trying to get a concept of like maybe what people might be doing in a closed room at night, just sleeping probably. That's what I
Probably.
was going for there. So it's
been pretty empty so far.
Quietly open the door slowly to kind
Okay.
of get a peek see.
Okay. You creak the door open.
Very quietly.
It's big and
Yeah.
does creak.
Yeah,
Like gives a nice and
just ever so much. I open it as little as possible to see
the
inside.
room is dimly lit.
Okay.
But
buddy in the room. Furniture.
You can't see enough of the room to see if there is anybody in there. You
Mhm.
see a rug on a wooden floor and kind of a dresser thing.
Okay.
And then you do see that there is a lot of what would we call like a windows on the like glass
Skylights?
like a glass roof kind
Skylights.
Oh, okay, cool.
of. Yeah.
Skylights.
So a lot of the light you're seeing is actually coming from the ambient
Natural,
light of the kingdom as well as the moon.
And the chant party going on downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any like beds or anything like that?
You can't see. You're not. Door's not open enough.
Okay, I open it a little more.
Okay, so you open a little more, and how much are you opening it? Enough to stick your head in?
Yeah.
Okay, you stick your head in, and you see a bed, a basic desk. It's like it's
a bedroom.
very nice.
It's a very nice bedroom.
But it's very
this
simple.
would be simple.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And
Not like
then-
I wouldn't think it's like a royal bedroom.
And then right next to your head, a big clawed hand
No.
grabs the door and opens it the rest of the way, and there's a huge draconic-looking figure.
Oh boy.
Another one?
This one is in just the moonlight. You can catch the glint of red scales
Oh boy.
looking down at you, and it kind of like turns its head. It's wearing like a basic like vest and like trousers,
And Ugg boots.
with like a tie underneath the vest.
Yeah.
With the sleeves rolled up, and
I say, sorry, I'm looking for the restroom.
Who are you?
My name is Applebottom.
What are you doing here?
Looking for the restroom. I got tired of chanting because my bladder worried me.
roll me a deception.
No, hold on. Is your bladder actually worrying you? Because that might be truth.
No, I'm doing fine right now.
Oh, okay.
Either way, he said, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah, I'm not gonna use my last luck point yet, but because I don't think I'm gonna make this deception regardless. I have a -2 to deception,
Yeah.
which is pretty right for Dalfin.
Yes.
I say, my apologies. I deceived you, or attempted to. My name is Dalfin Mugwort. I am here trying to learn more about the White Order.
That is a bad idea.
I look up, like I'm looking up at him, right? Like
Yeah, but
very tall.
he's kneeling down now.
Oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm starting to kind of get that. Oh, I didn't ask your name. I apologize.
I am Null.
Null. You look very similar to Vast.
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 Vast and I are both stewards.
Stewards of the White God.
No.
Oh, you are steward of the Red God.
I am Null. I was once a steward of the Red God.
But no longer?
No.
Aw. Sorry, buddy. So what do you do now?
I serve Vast.
Oh.
And he puts a hand on your shoulder.
I go, okay.
It's basically like a
Yeah.
big old
Yeah,
hand.
big old meaty dragon claw.
You should not have come to the keep.
I'm going to have to agree with you. I'm going to spend a key and activate my...
Dishy dash.
Now, question. Were there any windows in the hallway?
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
There were windows in the stairwell, not in the
Okay.
hallway.
Okay.
That's why you picked that
Are there
stairwell.
windows in his room?
There's the skylight.
Oh, so there's only windows on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the sense this is like a nice room, but more or less like an attic space.
And so, just to be clear, his hand is on my shoulder. What else is on my shoulder is also the white cloth.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to spend a key to activate my Step of the Wind, which allows me to disengage or dash. So I'm going to disengage.
All
I'm
right,
going to
Sean.
disengage. And I'm going to make a break for the stairwell.
Good show.
Like,
Okay. So that allows you to get out without anything being able to be
exactly.
done.
He can't attack me or like
Yep.
make a reaction or
Yep.
anything.
And when you slip out of the white kind of fabric,
Yeah.
you don't feel like,
He was trying to stop me.
I mean, it was you kind of get the sense that there's a
He
lack
kind
of
doesn't care.
a lack of motivation a little bit.
Yeah.
He's doing things because he has to.
You're able to get out of there, and you do, as you're running back, you can just kind of hear him step out into the hallway,
Yeah.
but he's not like running or
Okay.
yelling
When
after
I get
you.
to the stairs, I'm gonna stop and turn around.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, "Hey."
He is walking toward you.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, "You don't seem like you're happy in your current position. There's gonna be a change of leadership soon. You should think about switching sides."
He shakes his head as he's walking towards you and he says, I am a Null.
All right. Worth a shot. I run down the stairs to the nearest window and I jump out.
Jump out.
Jump out of the window, through the glass, out of the window.
All right.
We're about 5 stories up now? Because I've gone down.
I'm going to have to think about this. We're going to jump back.
Okay.
How are you gonna play
How
and
many
think
bones
about it at the same
is
time?
he gonna break?
Well, because you guys are going to be thinking about things and I'll have time.
You mean Eric's gonna be thinking?
Yeah.
It's 1d6 per
I
10
don't
feet.
think. I just do.
Okay, I'll be fine.
Hey,
I'll
who
be
held
fine.
the bag of flour?
Yeah, it was
really
great.
smartly.
It
I
was
have
very
slow
great.
fall, so
All right.
Oh, you do?
negative
Oh.
35.
And
to
there
any damage I
there
take.
are trees.
Yeah.
So there's a chance you could.
Yeah, but I don't know where I'm jumping, so odds of me.
Yeah, but
like-
you're gonna make him roll for it, so that kind of ruins
yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
chance. But
I'll still take the fall damage.
So you guys are
won't be
being
detrimental.
escorted into the district of Law.
perfect.
Funnily enough.
Law.
And
What is it good for?
We
Keeping
don't know
our
yet.
social
Hopefully, plot
society in
points. Say it
check.
again.
Do you guys want to talk to Davi, to Podge, while you're being escorted through the kingdom?
Yes, I'm gonna say, all right, you two, which one's right and which one's confused?
I definitely don't want to talk to Davi because I don't want to incriminate her in
Okay.
any way, shape, or form. I feel like I've done that enough already.
Like, he's done that enough. Like, she's
And
done that enough.
you know what? I am mad at Podge, so I'm not going to talk to him either.
Hey, Joan, how you doing?
I'm mad.
Oh, okay.
You guys doing telepathy?
No, we said that out
Oh,
loud.
okay.
Yeah.
How are you?
Sad that people are fighting.
Podge, who's kind of like at the center front, he looks back and he says, I'm sad that people are fighting as well. It doesn't have to be like this.
This is an A and B conversation, so why don't you see your way out of it?
Fine. Talk down to me.
I wasn't
what
talking
everyone
down
does.
to you. Okay, well. Sounds like
Boy,
we got a
you-
martyr on
you-
our hands.
Really woke up on the wrong side of the, I'm going to say, war this morning. And probably for several mornings since past, but
I'm not sure how taking us into custody is supposed to convince us that you're right.
you're not wrong, Joan.
Thank you.
I'm not hurting you
Well, we're being taken against our will.
because you might hurt someone.
I'm not
Like
planning
who?
on hurting anyone.
What about the dwarves?
It wasn't going to hurt them.
I haven't heard any dwarves. I have a sixth sense that maybe there's a horse that had a little bit of
Yeah,
a
we-
run-in with
Do you
him,
want me to
but-
tell
One of
you
them
how
blew up,
many?
I think we killed
One
a
of
couple.
them blew
yeah.
up.
We killed a couple in the bazaar.
Do you
They
want?
attacked first.
That's true.
Do you want me
Quit
to?
giving him ammunition.
I said I wasn't going to hurt any dwarves. I didn't say I haven't.
Would you like me to tell you how many families have been hurt by her?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not there.
No.
She has hurt dwarves and other people. People who have called this place home their entire lives.
Has Davi's demeanor changed at all?
She's just silent.
But like her facial expression hasn't changed or anything.
I would say it almost looked like blank. You can talk to her.
I know I can, but
So
I'm still on her side. I don't need this little thing telling me not to be.
Anyway.
I am talking down to him, like everybody does.
And
wow, it's amazing. Josh somehow got over to Kelsey's microphone.
once you guys enter the district of law, it's very different.
Very lawful.
There's no curfew, so there's still some people out and about, and there's more dwarves, but there's more like white order people.
I got a question, Podge.
Go ahead.
Why is there no curfew in the District of Law?
Because it is maintained by the White Order.
So you guys are exceptions to all rules?
Not to all rules.
The curfew.
The curfew is to keep people safe.
Why aren't you worried about keeping yourself safe?
There are many things that need to be done still during the night.
Yeah, other people have things to do during the night too.
I'm not in charge of this kingdom, Joan.
What's your role?
My role?
Did they give you like a title?
Or a fun hat?
I'm a child of the light, Joan. A paladin.
And you're mad at me for talking down to you, and he calls you a child?
I'm part of his family.
And that includes the giant, scary abominations that attack people.
You have no proof of that.
Oh, we'd have him admitting it.
I'm supposed to believe.
Winnie? Yes.
She's one of the most honest people we've ever met. Come on, you know that.
Except for that whole black market thing. But
she was doing that to help people.
Even that was honest. Yeah.
She was doing that to help people.
Okay, fair enough. Honest to a fault.
Paragon for life.
Actually, I lie a lot,
We
but we
don't
won't
have
get
to-
into that right now.
He doesn't know the new you.
And how do you know that who she was interacting with is the Lord of Light?
Because
he told her?
No, because he literally ripped her out of her dreams and brought her to his world.
And you know that this is my God?
Well, I guess we don't. Who is your god?
The Lord of Light.
Have you met him?
He's spoken to me.
What's his name?
Do gods have names?
How did he speak
Yes,
to you?
because they're not actually gods.
He
They're
spoke to me in a dream.
They're just lizards.
Hey,
Really
Joan,
old
how's it going?
lizards.
I'm really annoyed at Podge.
Oh, he's still with you?
Well, we're in captivity, but he says we're not in captivity, but we are.
Wait, where's he taking you?
We're in the District of Law.
Okay. What are you guys doing? You talking?
I'm being a butthole to him.
Oh, fun.
Where am I at? Am I in the District of Law too?
All this is happening at the same time.
I don't know where Dalfin is.
You're in
so,
the castle
We're
somewhere.
going to come
Keep an
back
eye
to
out.
you.
No, I was just curious. Like, am I in the District of Law or am I somewhere else?
You're in the District of Law.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is he seriously in the White Order?
Yeah, he said he's a child of the light.
Gross.
And I said,
Gross.
you said you don't like being talked down to, but this guy calls you a child, and he didn't think that was funny.
I thought it was funny.
Also,
Also,
you guys are then taken into a kind of it's a building, but it's more like it's all made of stone, and it's more or less I don't know what you call it, prison kind of area.
Is it nice?
I'm gonna say to Winnie that the handcuffs we're in seem to lend to his story about him
Being a part of the White Order.
being a part of the White Order. And I take the change and I like hold him up by my ear and shake him and I say, I know you can't hear that, but imagine Shane shaking.
And they put you guys in a cell. It looks like this is more or less like a temporary holding.
Is it
cell.
nice?
It's okay.
I
It's
go,
Carpeted?
Oh, it's kind of nice in
it's
here.
kept.
Did you tell him that I've talked to the White God?
Yep.
Has he talked to the White God?
Yep.
He's heard from him. I don't know if
Ask him if he's gotten any tattoos.
Oh, hey, Podge.
And at this point, they're
Oh,
locking
That's
your
a good
guys'
question.
cages, and they're gesturing for you to put your hands out of one of the holes in the cages so they can take your.
You go
I'm-
first.
And then tell
okay.
him that he offered me immense power and I told him to stuff it.
No, we already told him that.
Dang it.
Podge,
What is it, Joan?
Well, no, I have 2 questions for you. 1, how much do you hate me?
I don't hate you.
Okay, it feels like you do. Number 2, did your god, did he tattoo you
No.
or try to mark you?
No.
Are you sure? This is a life and death question.
I am sure. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, don't let him because that ends poorly for the tattoo
People.
So now, at this point, you
tattooee.
guys have been taken out of your shackles,
Okay.
and you're now in this cell, free to move around. But and he asked the guards to kind of halt as they're taking Davi somewhere else.
Wait, where are you taking her?
I need you, Joan, to consider for a moment.
Okay.
Consider the following.
What if you're wrong?
Okay. I'll consider it.
What are the chances
Mm-hmm.
that whatever entity you're speaking to
Mm-hmm.
is not the one you think it is?
Yeah. Can I ask you to do something for me?
What?
What if you're wrong? What if the entity that's talking to you is the one who's been talking to Winnie and is the one that's causing massive destruction across this land?
If I discover that I'm wrong, then I'll face that head on.
And I will too, because I was wrong about being a great cleric.
If you can show me a cleric like Davi that has done as much harm to people as she has from the White Order, then we can start talking. But right now, whoever she follows has caused chaos, death, and destruction throughout this kingdom.
I hear you. I have 2 questions. They always come in
2
pairs.
more questions.
1, where are you taking Davi?
I'm taking her to the High Inquisitor.
2, how am I supposed to find a white cleric when you've locked me up in a cell?
I'll come back. They're not going to take you guys anywhere without me knowing.
Thank you.
Please wait.
I can't go anywhere.
All right.
Please wait.
I'm in a cell.
I'm not a fool, Joan. I know that if you believe your cause is right, you're going to try to escape.
And that's why I'm not a great cleric.
And that's what worries me.
Dun, dun,
And
dun.
then Dalfin.
Free agent.
Free agent in
All the
multiple
colors.
ways.
All
Yeah.
the colors.
All the colors. No military affiliation.
All right, Dalfin. 6 stories. That's each story has got to be about like 12?
5. I went down from the top one.
5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was a 5th story window.
oh, that's right. That's right. So it's like
And I was running down the stairs as we were from the window.
So like 4.5.
Oh, yeah.
that would be, I think, about
How
60
tall is
feet.
it? Is it 12 feet in a
About
story?
yeah. So I think that 5 of that would be 60. Would be 60.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's
66. I'm rolling them.
okay.
You're not rolling your damage dice. All right, and I know you've got stuff to deal with this, so I know this won't be the actual full damage you take, but I did roll 3 6s, a 5, a 4, and a 1.
That's a pretty
So,
good roll.
10, 22,
The 1 helps.
But 3 6s. That's already 18.
I know.
28.
I have negative 35 to fall damage.
Negative 35 fall
Yeah.
damage. Whoa, how'd you do that?
Woohoo!
It's
Slow fall.
It's a slow fall, which is at level 4. I got it, and I can use my reaction when I fall to reduce the falling damage I take by an amount equal to 5 times my monk level.
And your monk level is?
7.
Yep.
So 35.
That's awesome.
35 divided by 7.
Okay, so I want you
Super
to
fun.
I want you to tell me as you're kind of falling down the
Yeah.
side of the castle,
Yep.
this kind of spire, how you manage to like get control and land gently.
Well, I'd probably like try and like are there any like flagpoles or anything hanging off the building or
It's just kind of
Is it
like
sheer?
sheer stone.
Okay. Then I would
This place, there are maybe like stuff like further down, but
then I would kind of like just free fall, like like this for a little
Mhm.
bit, and then maybe like
there are trees and
yeah.
branches
Am I still
underneath
close to the building though? Like I'm
you
flying
are.
near-
Yeah.
I would then kick off the building or try
Okay.
to, and like put myself into like a spin
All right.
into the trees, and then I would try and just like hit as many branches as I can.
Yeah.
And, like try and like grab onto something.
Okay.
And then
Cool.
I'm cool with the branches like softening my fall by like smacking them. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm trying to like roll through them or like hang on to something as I go.
Yeah.
Like I probably wouldn't hang on to the first branch, but like you know what I mean.
Cool.
The as much as I can slow my momentum or like direct it into something that I can control. So.
Yeah. I'm giving you full reign to do it as cool or
Cool.
elegantly as
Awesome.
you like.
Yeah.
So
I kick off the building, and once I get to a certain level, which puts me at like a trajectory into the trees.
you're on the side of the castle in the trees. Behind you are to your right. So you jumped out the window on the side of the
Okay.
castle. To your right, you can see the procession
Okay.
down
people
there,
and
the
stuff,
people and everything.
where the
But
chaos
in
was
front of
wrought.
you and to the left, there are other buildings and structures kind of beyond the little forest of trees and
Okay.
there's a pathway going through this kind of.
Was there glass in the window, or was it just an opening?
There was glass.
Okay, so I broke the glass.
You broke the glass.
People probably heard that.
Well, and I will say actually,
Was there an alarm sounded?
there wasn't an alarm sounded, but several guards are combing through the forest at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna start leaping from tree to tree,
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
trying to get closer to the sewer.
You're moving in the direction of that they're coming from.
Oh, I am.
Mhm.
They're
They're coming from that front area of the
Okay.
castle.
So to the side opposite the sewer is the processional.
So the sewer, as far as you're
That's why I
concerned,
was asking because I want to know
here's
where
the deal.
everything is in relation.
as
to
far
where
as you're
I'm at.
concerned, the sewer is at the processional. Like
Okay.
you got out of there right where the processional was happening, so it's just a little bit past it at this point.
I would move that direction then.
Yes, and that's the direction of the entrance to the castle, and that's where
Oh,
guards are coming from.
what's the other way?
The other way
Buildings?
would be the back of the castle.
Okay.
Yeah. You entered through the front.
Okay, gotcha. Well, maybe I'll go around the back.
You'll go around the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 17 for stealth.
All right. Yeah, because you're going around the back, like you don't even have to roll.
Oh,
stealth.
okay, cool.
You're going away from them. So, you're able to kind of climb around the back. However, the trees do end at kind of a larger pathway that leads out from a back door of the castle.
Okay.
But all that's locked off, and there are a few guards that are standing at the back.
Okay. Cool.
So you would have to get on the ground and cross this big path.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna chill in the trees for a little bit.
Okay. After some time, guards with torches are now like walking through that part of the trees, and you can see some torchlight coming from the other end.
Okay.
And a couple of the guards, one of the guards up at that back entrance comes down to see what's going on.
And I'll jump back the other way.
Okay, I need you to roll me a stealth.
26.
Okay,
That was a critical.
that's a great.
success.
So you actually are able to gain some like height in the trees,
Okay.
and you're able to kind of find all the right kind of purchases to keep from breaking any branches or making really much noise at all.
Awesome.
You make past kind of this wave of guards that are looking with torches, and you're getting back towards the front of the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are there still is it still nighttime?
it
how
is
long
still
did I
nighttime.
wait? Okay.
But there's a lot of lights because there's so
Yeah.
much going on.
But there's a lot of people.
Yes,
So is that I'm gonna
at this point, the procession has kind of made its way into that front courtyard area, and so there is some ceremonial stuff happening.
Yeah. Okay.
However, as you get to the edge of the tree line,
Obviously, there's less trees.
there's no more trees past that point, past the edge of the tree line. You do see the red,
Dragon.
red steward.
His name was Null.
The red steward is kind of standing at the edge of
Hooper Scooper.
the front of the castle, looking back into the trees,
Okay.
and he's now donned some armor.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. So are there like people around where I'm at, or like any groups? Or-
Not right now.
Okay.
The guards did their sweep, and so
I still have
they're-
my cloak.
They are sweeping back.
I still have my cloak on. Right. Like I dropped the white sheet.
Yeah, you still have the
but I
cloak
still
that
have
Winnie
my
gave you.
cloak
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So I'm gonna throw my hood up
'Kay.
because I'm assuming it probably fell off in all the chaos.
Do you want to tell Winnie what's going on at all?
Huh?
Do you want to tell Winnie what's going on at all? Like, let her know like where you're at, or
I mean, nah, I'm coming back.
I'm just saying like she could help you if you.
I mean, we've all been
She can.
talking telepathically.
Yeah, I
so
know.
would-
I'm just not thinking about it.
Okay.
'Kay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
You're fine.
I probably should, but I'm not.
All right. What do you do? You got a tree line.
Yep, I'm going to drop on the opposite of a tree from the red dude.
Okay.
Like just in case he's like looking for.
So it's between you and him.
Yes.
I gotcha.
And then I'm just going to just casually waltz out into the crowd and just kind of
There's
listen.
a good probably like 50 feet between you and the crowd.
Or
I'll say 40 feet. That's just open ground with some small bushes maybe.
There's no people?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, they're in the center of the courtyard. This is kind of a clearing before the trees.
Can I just walk to the buildings? Like other buildings? Like alleyways and stuff? Like
There's like you can go out of the tree line into the buildings, yeah.
But like out of the tree line opposite the
Yeah.
castle.
I'm saying like
You know what I mean? Like-
through the trees into the buildings that are adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go that way.
Okay. Roll me a stealth.
Dang. Oh, I'm gonna keep it. I have one more luck point, but I'm gonna keep it
Yeah.
15.
Okay.
That's
So
not the worst.
I know.
Yeah,
That's why I was like.
so you do an okay job getting over there.
Okay.
Winnie, back at the
Yep.
the sewer entrance, Iridel shows up.
Hi.
I have not seen what happened to Dalfin.
Yeah, he hasn't said anything, which makes me think things are pretty
And-
dicey.
She just kind of dove in. Is just kind of hanging off the
oh, that's cool. Like
the-
Tarzan.
the ladder.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm sitting at the bottom looking straight up at her.
and she goes, I have seen that after he caused the commotion,
He
they-
caused commotion, huh?
quite a bit. He
I love the different kinds of ha-has.
Yeah.
they are now sweeping the outside of the castle. It is probable that they know that someone is there.
Great. Well, I mostly would just wait for him to get back, but I suppose we should venture out. Are they looking anywhere besides around the castle?
Not that I have seen. No.
Okay.
Communication goes both ways. I don't know.
Where do they take prisoners? Do you know?
There are a few places that I know.
Okay.
One is a dungeon, which is below the ground, and
Uh-huh.
one is a small detention center.
Okay. Where would they take really, really bad people?
They would take them to the dungeon.
Okay. Hey, Dalfin.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Running in trees.
Uh-huh. They're looking for you.
Yep, I know. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yep.
You
good.
want some help?
How?
I don't know. Just do you want some?
I'm okay right now.
Okay.
I'm figuring it out. I'll get back to you guys in a second.
Okay. If you get really stuck, I could always like turn you into a bird or something.
Do you have to see me to do that?
Yeah, probably, but I could come out of my hole.
No, stay there. I'll make it back.
Okay.
As Iridel is kind of looking up, taking another peek out through the grate.
I hope he would remember to fly to me once he was a bird.
I'm like, oh, bugs.
I'm a bird. I'm a bird now.
She seems to kind of catch her breath,
Uh-huh.
and she almost becomes kind of distracted.
Okay.
And she says, "The comma," and then she hops out of
No. She
the-
thinks that Null is the comma.
the sewers and takes off,
Wait. Iridel.
and she's gone.
I didn't think I was going to
At
be able
this
to
point,
catch her.
she's hidden herself amidst
Poop.
the crowds of people, so you're
Silly
alone.
Kif Calf.
Did she point towards the dungeons?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't like to just sit.
There's a lot of commotion going on at this point.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who are just village people around.
Yeah, when nobody's looking, hopefully, I'm gonna slip out. Actually, no, I'm just gonna misty step.
Boom.
Nice.
I misty step out beside some like garbage cans or something.
Okay.
Where
Yeah, kind of
I'm,
in the
like,
alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poof.
Boom. You're there. Nobody saw you.
Cool. Probably wasted a spell, but
If anybody did see it, it
it
was
was
like the blink
sweet
of an eye.
while it
and-
lasted.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
and then let's see. So castle, keep one way, right?
Yep.
Are there any big road? There might have a big road, a little road.
So you're on the main road.
Okay.
That alley that you're on leads directly to this main road that the procession was going down.
Yeah.
And they were going down toward the keep. And so now Like
Right.
a lot of the basic people who are living in this area
Yeah.
are kind of following,
Okay.
but kind of behind.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna just kind of listen to what the people around me are saying. Is should I roll for like hearing anything worthwhile, like talking about?
Tell me what you're looking for.
I want to know if anybody's mentioning like. Oh, it looks like they're like mentioning the. Sorry, I know what I want, but I can't voice it.
That's okay.
I want to know if they're gossiping at all about the White Order running around the keep, like looking for
The
people.
guards kind of looking around. Yeah. Okay, roll me an investigation.
6.
6. For the most part, you just hear people.
Hang on.
Nope. Modifier.
I have gnome cunning. I have advantage on this.
Nice.
I think intelligence, wisdom, and no, that's saving throws, isn't it?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, advantage on skill. Okay, I
skill,
didn't
not skill
write
throws.
good notes. But no, it was not a 6. It was a 10.
Okay. For the most part, you just hear them, like some people swapping stories about kind of the commotion that happened with the horse. And there's no real. No one seems to be paying much attention to the woods or the guards moving around.
That's probably good.
That you can tell.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of hubbub around kind of the ceremonial stuff that the White Order's doing in the middle of this kind of like courtyard now.
Yeah. Hey, Joan.
Yeah.
Relnor. I'm out of the sewer. I kind of need some landmarks here. Did you guys see anything useful that could help me get to where you are?
On your way in.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think if we mentioned anything.
I'll say
Did
this.
we-
You guys did come in through the main road.
Okay.
Okay, we came in through the main road. Did we go underground?
Okay, big road.
No.
We have windows,
You guys don't have windows.
but there are windows in the.
There's windows in the building that you're in. Yeah.
So
Where's Davi?
You weren't
She with
blindfolded on your way there.
no,
though.
they took
Like,
her to the High Inquisitor.
Where's that?
I would assume in like a courthouse or something.
Okay.
Wasn't one of the dudes I ran by the High Inquisitor? But we don't know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That wouldn't be in the keep, would it?
We're in a large stone building
Okay. Off the main road.
off the main road.
Yep.
Probably heavily guarded.
Yes, because it is a detention center.
Stands to
That's
reason.
funny. Someone mentioned the words detention
Huh.
center to
That's
me.
weird. I just had it in my brain for some reason. It wasn't anything in particular.
Okay, I'm gonna take off walking very quickly and intentionally towards the main road.
Cool.
If I can tell where I'm just gonna keep taking bigger streets till I find a really, really big one, I guess.
You're on the biggest street, so
Oh,
this is
sweet.
actually like the main road leading right up to the keep.
Okay, well, I don't see any detention centers between me and the keep, I'm assuming.
No,
Should I
there's
roll
not
for
a lot
that?
of buildings.
Okay,
between
then
you
I'm
and the
gonna
keep, no.
then I'm gonna turn and go the other way.
The detention center is
that
actually
makes it simple.
It's actually so the keep is more or less like within the district.
Yeah.
The detention center is attached to the wall that the kind of the border that connects war and law.
Yeah.
So
okay.
so as you kind of move away from the keep, you're moving in the direction of the
War.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically of the where you would find the detention center.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
what I'm hearing is the further and further you get into law, the closer you get to war.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Seems
I don't know where that
metaphorical.
metaphor goes, but
That
it's an
definitely is not.
interesting thought.
I haven't built this kingdom to be a metaphor.
No, this kingdom is a metaphor. Starts with food. That's our first
Yeah.
need. Then we feel like we need to control it, so we get law. And then the further and further you get wrapped up in laws, you begin
What about
wars.
craft
And
and
then they
trade?
change the barbecue
That's
sauce
when our food
at
gets
Chick-fil-A, and then
fancy.
you have a war.
That's when
Okay.
our food gets fancy.
So, Dalfin.
Yeah.
Oh well, let me real quick. Relnor and Joan, what are you guys up to?
Well,
What are
I'm
you guys
sitting in a
up to?
cell,
that seems
What do
like
you
a really
think we're
mean
up
thing
to?
to ask.
just waiting, thinking about maybe I'm
Hey.
wrong, but not really thinking
Hey,
about
what you
it
thinking about?
because I didn't take a stance. I'm just not gray.
Are there any dwarf guards in the hall?
You guys are actually alone in this room, but there are guards that are like out in the kind of entry rooms.
Hmm. Okay.
You got any windows?
Nope. I already asked that question.
That's right.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. Dalfin.
Yeah.
As you get to the edge of the trees, and there's less like open space between this and it's like a small wall, like a retaining wall.
Okay.
Not a retaining wall. It's like an 8-foot wall. Just kind of a perimeter fence, basically. You're high enough that you'll be able to jump over it pretty easy.
Okay.
And you'll end up just in some of the like some of the buildings that surround this keep.
Yeah. I'll do that.
As you roll me a perception check.
Okay. I can do that. Perception. There you are, old friend. I got a 10.
Okay. It's like something I want you to see, but I also
didn't see it.
think you should have rolled higher for it.
Yeah, that's okay.
So,
I didn't see it. Thus is the breaks.
It's a wet rock. Just kidding.
So you hop over and are now kind of in the clear for the most part. There's no guards around there, so
okay. I'm still gonna be very, very cautious.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's nighttime. Like there are maybe like 1 or 2 people walking around, but it's not.
And I'm just walking around too. Just another walker.
Okay.
Just out with the other walkers.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm being casual but alert. And I'm just gonna start walking, I guess.
Any direction in
To
particular?
the right.
Like kind of back toward where you came from? Like
no.
To where like the main road was?
No, other way.
Other way.
Yeah.
Okay. This would be back towards the like back entrance
In my
to the
brain,
castle.
I'm still on an intelligence gathering mission, and I haven't learned a whole lot. So I'm just gonna keep a looking.
Okay. All right. Wonderful. As always, the party has been split and things are happening. Last thing.
We're too dominant.
Before we
together.
close out the episode, Winnie,
Yet again. Yes.
you are moving down the main road,
Mhm.
just a regular person.
Doodly doody dee.
Probably like 2 or 3 blocks down,
Mm-hmm.
you catch movement similar to how you have several times but been wrong of that what you think might be Podge. But this time it's not like a shadow out of the corner of your eye.
It is
It's
Podge.
literally him. And even though he's far away, his just gait is so familiar to you that
Yep.
you know who it is.
Yeah.
And you can see him.
Let's say he does this funny thing where he doesn't hobble, like he has a good walk, but when he steps with his right foot, he like pushes up more. So he's kind of like
Okay.
step, wee, stop, wee, step, wee every
Yeah,
time.
I dig it. Yeah, he has a very iconic gait.
Yeah.
And so you
That's the Podge wobble.
the Podge wobble. You
Just kidding.
you see him doing his Podge walk a couple blocks down, and you can see him in the armor, and there's Davi surrounded by a contingent of dwarven guards, cuffed, and they're walking down a smaller road in
Okay.
front of you.
Not even under my breath, I'm like, aha.
And that is where we're going to
Whoa!
end this week's
Sweet, that was
episode.
really
That'll
lucky.
be a dramatic reunion.
Thank gosh, I've been looking for you, Padge Hadgins.
So
Padge Hadgins.
some stuff happened this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Podge is going through the same phase that I think a lot of Winnie's younger siblings went through, which is like, I'm important, and I feel like nobody lets me lead things.
He's a teenager.
So
Got a little bit chip on his shoulder.
I'm interested to discuss
It happens.
discuss Podge in the post show. But I'm also interested in what you guys think. We do have a Discord, so if you want, you can check it out. You don't have to be a patron to
It's
access
not just
it.
for patrons.
But yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening and being part of this adventure. As always, I'm your host and Dungeon Master Joshua. Going around the table, our amazing cast we have.
Just waiting, Joan.
Dalfin.
How Winnie?
Imprisoned Relnor.
Thanks, everybody.